What is up, everybody? We're here to talk about Battlefield 6. Last week we did a video kind of poo-pooing the game.
Battlefield 6, yeah.
We had a pretty rough experience as two casuals walking in.
I was like, I'm too old for this shit.
And then I had the bright idea of, why don't we have an old shit server? And people who are slow and too old and can't compete with the younger generation. And that's exactly what we did.
That's what we did.
And how was your experience doing that?
It was fantastic.
I'm glad.
No, it was super fun. It was super fun. We did our thing last week. I almost uninstalled the game, and but we got to thinking about it, like what you said, and we talked to our boy Christ, one of our crew guys, and he immediately just went out and made a server in the game. It's called Dutch Butters Old Gamers. All you gotta do is look for Dutch Butters, and we set it up to where it's password protected, and we turn it on when we're gonna do the live stream, and it's a good time. It's a really good time. It's 24 versus 24. I think Conquest or whatever. I don't remember exactly what mode it is.
I think it was Conquest.
Conquest, but and it's populated with bots. And every time somebody joins, a bot disappears and gets replaced by one of us real people. And the more people that we can get in there to play, the more we play against each other and we have fun. Yep. It's all set up on Discord. The if you go to our Discord, saltinerdiscord.com, and you go to the Battlefield section, the password is placed in there. Then you just got to put in the password, find the server, and join in, man. And it's really cool.
I was able to jump in with you guys for the first time last night into the private server thing. And I'm kind of the, like, I remember last week when I was talking, like, I felt really unsatisfied knowing that I was fighting against bots. When I noticed that more and more of those bots were being replaced by people that were hanging out in our Discord, and I can hear them in my ear because it was just an open chat. So like both teams,
the chat is open.
Yeah, it was just both teams talking shit to each other, right?
Yeah.
Like I'd get run over by a tank.
But it's not bad. It's super fun.
It's super fun because we're all basically on the same skill level.
Yeah,
we're all just there casually playing.
Right.
So none of us are super sweaties. We're not freaking doing 360 headshots with no scopes.
Nope.
We're not doing any of that shit. It's just a bunch of people having a good time. And I know it's funny because I would get run over by a freaking tank or something stupid. And then I would hear Christ start cackling.
Puts it in reverse, runs over you again.
Like, it's like, son of a bitch. And then I'd be like, all right, fine. So when I would respawn, I would go over to engineer class and I would freaking walk out with an RPG, freaking blow up his tank and be like, ah, damn it. Like, haha, got you, son of a bitch.
Yeah,
it was like that. I likened it to, like, it felt more like the old days of having a LAN party at your buddy's house.
That's exactly what it feels like.
Because it's all just open chat. We're all just hanging out, having a good time. We're not taking anything super seriously. And you get some fun headshots.
I think it's cool because it lets our regular squad play with us.
Yep.
And it also lets in guys from the chat and from the Discord who are always asking, hey, Dutch, how can I play with you? How can we come hang out with you dudes and play in the same game and stuff? And when you're on a 4-man squad in Helldivers or a 3-man squad in Arc Raiders or any other game, it's really hard. And it sucks because, for the most part, I play with our dedicated squad, and I set aside time for the other things. But this way, we're always going to need
open invite.
There's 48 spots that we need to fill.
Yeah, and I think the first week you did it, you had like a couple people.
The first day we had it, it was mostly us and a couple guys. And I think last night we did it, we had like 10, 12 people in there. So it's growing. It's getting more popular as we go. And I feel like as long as we keep getting more and more people from the Discord and from the chat in, it'll grow and be more fun as we go. Yeah. And it lets us meet people, people that we haven't talked to yet, and because they get in the voice chat and hang out, or they don't have to talk. They can come in and just hang out.
Just play in a server where you're not going to get headshotted every 2 seconds.
Right. Unless it's from me up on top of the rock with my sniper rifle. So
killed by Dutch Butters. I know there's a couple times where I'm like, okay, I want to be sniper class because I'm not the greatest sniper. I miss freaking 5 out of every 6 shots that I take. But every once in a while.
But that one shot from 180 meters away that you dome that dude, it's very satisfying.
You have a lot of fun.
Because it goes doing, and you're going, let's go. That was awesome.
I know. It was funny. Like, completely not even on purpose. Me and Christ ended up somehow being like the freaking enemies of each team.
Yeah.
Like, I would snipe him, and he'd be like, "Ah, damn it!" And I'd be like, "Ha, got you!" And the next thing you know, I'm getting blown away by a tank, and I'm like, "Freaking Christ, what the hell!" And it was being able to see a name that you recognize. Be the one that kills you, and then the vice versa. You get your revenge on that.
That happened to me last night when we were playing, because I was up on top of this rock, and I was playing with the sniper class, and I took Chicken Hawk out one time, you know, but I'm like a dumbass. I just stayed there,
right,
and I just kept pow, bot kill. Oh, that's a dude. Pow. I got like 12 kills.
Can you tell the difference between how people move, bots or real?
I'm not smart enough to figure it out.
Okay,
but I stayed up there too long, and right before I'm getting ready to kill another one, I hear a, you know, because Chicken Hawk had snuck around the hill where he knew I was at and climbed up it and stuck a knife in my back. I'm like, oh, you son of a bitch.
Same exact dude. I was hiding in this building, and
he was laughing at me. In the chat.
I was throwing RPGs at the tank that Christ was driving, and he knew where I was sitting from. So I'd sit there and I'd reload. And I'd poke my head back out. And like the third time I did it, he's like, "You never moved." It just fucking blew me away. I'm like, that's fair. But yeah, it was like we turned this game into something that we disliked playing because we were just getting the freaking floor. You know, we were just getting the shit knocked out of us, and it wasn't fun. It was frustrating.
Yeah, I'm not going to play against those sweaty, Ritalin infested, Call of Duty trained up, crazy kid people. I just can't.
But we have the capability of having a little private server where we can play the way we want to play against people who are of similar skill level.
And we can still advance in the game and level up and do all the things. And it's really cool. It's fun.
I'm looking forward because I know right now we're just doing the easy stuff to kind of set up. I would love to see it when we move forward and get more people in there. I'd love to see people using helicopters.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like right now we're just doing like tanks.
What was really cool is like when we were playing last night, it's like, you know, we got guys in the chat that aren't playing at the moment, but then will come after a little while and play. But there was one guy, I forget his name, but he was giving me tips.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, when you do this class, do this, move. After you do that, go over there, do this and that, you know. And it was like, all right, cool. I'm learning how to play this game by playing on our own private servers and not embarrassing myself in front of a bunch of people I don't know. And that's basically what I don't want to do. I want to have fun, play with people we do know. Play with our community, play with our people.
Playing with the community is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
I think that's super cool.
It's the one game that we do play that we can set it up to where we can play with everybody that who wants to play for the most part. Yeah. So it's cool. I like it. I'm playing it our way.
Playing it our way. We're going to make our own rules.
That's right. That's right.
But if you guys are interested in joining in, if you've been playing Battlefield 6 and you're a little frustrated because you just can't compete with the modern players these days, go to saltynerdiscord.com. You'll see a chat for Battlefield 6. We leave the description for the server and all that stuff underneath the new live stream that we post. And if we're playing, and I'd like it, like right now, the server's only open if we're doing a live stream. But in the future, I think there has to be at least one player in the server.
The server will go dead when there's nobody left.
Right. So eventually, if we get to the point where there's people playing in it all the time, we could keep the server open at all times. It just have to have it.
Yeah, it would be terrible someday if I logged on and couldn't get onto my own server because it was too full of other people playing.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
But no, what I mean is that would be pretty awesome.
That'd be pretty badass.
Yeah,
pretty badass.
That'd be pretty cool.
So hit us up, saltynerdiscord.com. Join in and come play some Battlefield with us. It'll be a good time.
Yeah.
My attitude towards the game has 180'd.
Me too.
Since last week.
100%.
Just because we've figured out a way to just do it the way we want to do it and not have to be beholden to just the whims of whatever. Because I don't think there's any ranking system in this game where it's just like anybody can jump in. Don't care.
Yeah.
We're having fun. Either way. It's a good game and it's worth playing as long as you play it the way you want to play it.
I agree.
All right. Cool.
Let's get out of here.
Thanks everybody for watching. Appreciate it. We'll see you on the battlefield.